Hi, the Falcons. I'm Kaitlyn.
And I'm Aaron.
And today's date is December 14th, 2021. Today's lunch is Big Daddy's Juice Pizza, and Wednesday's lunch is
Popcorn chicken.
And now for 365 days of Wonder Quote.
Life is like an ice cream cone, and every day you just take another lick of it.
Hello, I'm Pepper, and I'm here today to tell you the birthdays. There are a lot of Falcons with birthdays today. First, we have Cole in Mr. Harwood's class, Daniela in Mr. Osmond's class, and Thomas in Mr. Harwood's class, and Dominic in Mrs. Kish's class, and Isaiah in Miss Orwood's class, and Mason in Mrs. Lancey's class. Happy birthday, all my Falcon friends!
Happy birthday indeed.
And now for the interesting fact of the day is
Russia blasted a satellite into space, and it created a dangerous space debris.
And the weather is a high of 44 and a low of 39 and sunny. That's warm for December. And now for the joke of the day is
How did the French fry propose to the hamburger?
How? He gave her an onion ring. And just for a reminder, Thursday is hat day, and Friday is PJ day, and Friday is a half day. That's lucky for us.
And now we have some breaking news from the student government.
Good morning, Flickinger Elementary School. Mr. Harwood is here along with Miss Minchin to bring you the latest development of government news. As we know, Mr. Aaron Solomon was elected about 2 weeks ago to become the president-elect of this school, where he will take his oath in January alongside his brother Jacob Solomon as the vice president, both representing the Republican Party. Yesterday, your 5th and 6th graders went to the polls yet again to elect the 2022 Senate. And today, we bring you the results of the Senate winners. In the Senate, there are 2 seats allowed for each 5th and 6th grade classroom, very much like it is in the United States, 2 senators per state. We have 2 senators per class. The voters will determine who controls the Senate. If a Democrat wins a seat in the Senate, Ms. Minchin will be putting up a blue circle. If a Republican wins a seat in the Senate, Ms. Minchin will be putting up a red circle. And if an independent wins a seat in the Senate, she will be putting up a green circle. Whichever color has the most at the end of the results will control the Senate. And Mr. Aaron Solomon, being Republican, if he has a Republican-controlled Senate, it might allow his agenda to move a little bit quicker. But if the Democrats control the Senate, then there's going to have to be some compromise. The Senate's job is to make laws for this school, and they are also the ones who hold the power over the president to determine who his judges will be in the Supreme Court. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring our results. Our first result is coming out of Mr. DeMarty's class. Mr. DeMarty had a unique ballot this year. He had all members of his ballot were either people who ran for president this year, were in the Senate last year, or in the House last year. And I want to congratulate Miss Allison Hubbs, our first victory here, a Democrat out of Mr. DeMarty's class. Allison Hubbs had a seat in the Senate last year, and she's returning to the Senate yet again. First pickup here for the Democratic Party. I'm going to shift over to Ms. Gibbons' class, and a huge congratulations. Mr. Zach Jones, also Democrat, out of Ms. Gibbons' class. Mr. Zach Jones last year served in the House of Representatives and was actually elected to be the Speaker of the House, which is the 3rd highest ranking position in our government. Mr. Jones has now been welcomed into the Senate from Ms. Gibbons' class, and a huge congratulations over to him. I'm now going to head over to Ms. Minchin's class. A huge congratulations goes out to Tiona. Tiona, a Republican seat in Miss Minchin's class. Tiona takes a seat here in the Senate representing Miss Minchin's class, and a huge congratulations over to her. In Mr. Osmond's class, a congratulations. The Democrats will pick up a third seat here. Mr. Jaden Washington picks up a seat in Mr. Osmond's class, and Mr. Jaden will join his colleagues from Ms. Gibbons and Mr. DeMarty's class in the Senate for the Democratic Party. I have to let you know, though, that Mr. Osmond's second seat in the Senate cannot be announced today because we have a tie for his secondary seat. The runoff for that tie will go between not two people, but three. That's how close his ballot was. And the following three individuals will run in a runoff election this Wednesday. Mr. Osmond's class will head back to the polls and vote for one of these three to join Jaden Washington in the Senate. The three options for Mr. Osmond's class are Travis, Elizabeth Mudgett, and Maddie Backus. One of those three will become the second senator, joining Jaden from Mr. Osmond's class. All three of those are Democrats. So no matter how this results out, it will be a Democratic pickup for Mr. Osmond's class. Heading over to my classroom, Mr. Harwood's class. The first Senate seat is actually being given out to Mr. Thomas Wolkin. Thomas Wolkin was our former candidate for vice president. Another Democrat picks up a seat in the Senate from Mr. Harwood's class. I tail it back over to Mr. DeMarty's class. We know that Allison Hubbs already holds one of those seats. She was in the Senate last year, and joining Allison Hubbs is her colleague from last year, who was also a senator, a Republican pickup in DeMarty's class. Mr. Zach Priest will take the second seat in the Senate from Mr. DeMarty's class. Mr. Priest was the former vice presidential candidate under Mr. Jackson Cole. Mr. DeMarty's electing a Republican and Democrat. Both Allison and Zach served in the Senate last year and have been elected back into the Senate. I'm going to head over to his Gibbons class. The second Senate seat, joining Zach Jones, will be another Democrat, Denise Acevedo, who currently is a Supreme Court justice appointed by Tyler Sutter. She will now be resigning her court seat and giving Aaron Solomon 9 appointments on the bench. Denise Acevedo picks up another Democratic seat in the Senate for Ms. Gibbons' class. I'm going to head back over to Ms. Minchin's class. We know that Tiona, a lone Republican, picked up a seat there. The secondary seat in the Senate will go to Mr. Tyler Noteboom. That name should ring a bell because his brother was our former vice president with Mr. Tyler Sutter. Mr. Noteboom wins a seat in the Senate, and as we can see on this board, folks, there is a lot of blue up here. The Democrats are looking at capturing the leadership of the Senate. The final seat I'm going to release comes out of my classroom, and a huge congratulations goes out to the secondary winner, joining Thomas Wolkin. Miss Harper Highfield will become an elected senator out of Mr. Harwood's class. Harper and Thomas were the duo that almost became the president and vice president of the 2022 school year. As you can see, for all of the candidates, we had well over 30 candidates running for Senate positions. These become the 9 elected, soon to be 10, with the runoff out of Osmond's class. We will determine which one of these blue circles will now become the leader of the Senate and the 4th ranking highest powered person in our government, last year held by Senator Audrey Varghese. With that said, we'll bring results of the runoff election on Thursday. And I want to congratulate all our winners and all the members who took time to run their campaign for the Senate. For the people who were not successful, we now shift our direction to the House of Representatives, and directions of that will come shortly after break. Have a great morning, everybody. And on behalf of Ms. Minchin and myself, have a great day.
And now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Bye, Falcon Nation!
Have a great day.